Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be looking at Linda Eder's Do You Hear What I Hear? Linda Eder is a Broadway diva from the early 1990s, from the musicals Jekyll and Hyde and The Scarlet Pimpernel. She is also known as an adult contemporary artist um, from the 90s. And so I'm just going to leave it go at that. You guys can put your comments in the comments below, and we're going to get started with Do You Hear What I Hear by Linda Eder.
Way up in the sky, little light. Do you see what I see? A star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite.
So one thing that I'm going to point out is I know this song for about 20 years now. And so if there's places in here that you want to note, just place a timestamp in the video and start having a conversation about the stuff that you hear in this song. I've heard this so often that I'm not going to be able to respond to a lot of stuff that is sort of new to me because it isn't. Some of the things that I'm going to point out right now is she has this really great background vocal section. Usually for her concert, she brings in the gay men's choir and like one voice choirs from the surrounding areas. So you're gonna see that in the background. And then also the thing is she's really good at bringing orchestras and bands, like full bands, to her performances and utilizing those. I mean, she was on Broadway, so one of the things that she brings to her performances is that Broadway sensibility with a very large band or a small orchestra. So again, I really appreciate her voice. Some people have likened her a little bit to Barbra Streisand. It has moments, but I really do appreciate what she does bring to her songs. This song here is going to be a little bit different in its arrangement than the one that we normally sing in choirs. So I'm going to back up and we're going to continue.
As big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. To the shepherd boy. Shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. And the shepherd boy to the
So I do have a funny story about this song. One of my exes and I were at a restaurant eating dinner, and it's Christmas time. It's December. It's snowy. It's Milwaukee, and all of a sudden I stop in the middle of a sentence. Literally, this is how my brain works. I'm in the middle of a sentence. I'm eating salad, or it was a Tex-Mex place, so I don't know. I might have been eating salsa or whatever. And all of a sudden, I stopped in mid-sentence. I'm talking to my boyfriend at the time, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, I know who this is. And he's like, well, is that Barbara Streisand? I go, no, it's not. And it was this section here where I was like, is that Linda Eder? And it was this moment where I was like, oh my gosh. And it was this section here, and the reason that I remembered it is because I was like, hey, I know that belting. And one of the things that Linda Eder is known for is her belting. And right here is where she shows it. And this whole section here was actually the place where I stopped in mid sentence because I'm just like, oh, do you hear what I hear? Blah 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 blah. My ex thought it was like Whitney Houston or Barbara Streisand. I'm like, no, this isn't theirs. And it was an interesting thing because this part here was this is one of those interesting moments in the song where I was like, hey, I know who this is, and this is an interesting arrangement, and I really like this arrangement. And so I'm going to go back, and we're going to continue on, and we're going to listen to that section again, and we'll continue on in just one second here.
Listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. The child sleeping in the night. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us. Child, sleeping in the night. He will bring us. Do you hear what I hear? Thank you very
So this is Linda Eder's version of "Do You Hear What I Hear?" Now, this song has been covered by 1.5 billion people over time, and so I'm interested to hear which versions of this song are actually your favorite. It can be a standard like choir song. It can be, actually one of the favorite ones is for me the Brigham Young University choirs usually do a really good job. The Mormon Tabernacle, I'll get it right. They do a really good job, as well as pretty much every pop artist who's done uh, a Christmas album has actually covered this at some particular point. So I'm going to leave it to you guys to have a conversation about this particular performance. Again, I like Linda Eder as a performer. I think she is unabashedly like good at what she does, and she doesn't really hold back in any way, shape, manner, or form. And I really appreciate that in performers is when they don't hide their talents. And so with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Please leave your comments below. I always repeat this like 15,000 times because, again, I want this space to become your community, to have conversations about the stuff that I produce. And that's really the whole point of the comment section. So please leave your comments below. Which versions of the song do you really like? What do you like or not like about this performance? And, as always, just go about your day, enjoy yourself, enjoy the season if we're still in the holiday season for you guys. And as always, just be safe.